to my YouTube channel. My name is Nontando Masugu and welcome to Uni with Nontando. On today's episode, I would just like to thank everyone for making their way back. Thank you to the people that have already subscribed. I am very grateful for that. Thank you for people that are just joining the family. I hope you love it here. I hope you get to enjoy this ride that we're about to take together. So we are about to do a slight recap on what we discussed in the first episode. So let's get right into it. In our first episode, we spoke about how I was able to keep a clear mind and what made me always stay grounded, which is my religion. So we spoke about that. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you are more than welcome to go and watch that video so you can get up to date with what we're about to discuss today. And we also spoke about things that you need to bring to university when you're about to start your journey of going to university. Or if you're already in varsity, things that you can still things that you can still buy in order to make your stay in varsity a little bit more comfortable. So on today's episode, just like the first episode, we will have two segments. So we'll divide our topics into two. With our first episode, we just touched on things, on surface level. We did not go deep into them. Even when I mentioned the things that you need to get for varsity, I only mentioned like a few of them, and I only started remembering other things after recording, and I was like, oh my goodness, I should have listed this, that, and that. And now another thing is that it's so easy for me to forget the things that I want to say, because I can't have like a pen and paper and keep on reading, because that is so unprofessional. In today's episode, we will be talking, in this segment, we will be talking about how to balance a social life and an academic life. It's not easy, but it's possible. I feel like the only way that you can be able to do that is by always remembering why you are here in the first place. And you must always remember what brought you here in the first place. What was the reason? What was the motivation? And you always need to remember how hard you worked in order for you to be accepted at the institution that you are currently in. You always have to have at the back of your head that you are here for a reason, that there must have been something that pushed you to want to further your education. I would always think of the people that I have back home that are rooting for me, the people that I have back home that believe so much in me. And shout out to my family that have always been such a strong support system for me, that have always made it easy for me to do what I do. Shout out to them. So in order for you to be able to balance the two, as I said, you need to know why you are here. But also, I don't want to say it's boring, because there are people that can actually do it, and I did it this year. But it's not really nice to like always be in your room. It helps because it helps you stay away from so many things, and it helps you to avoid so many things, meeting so many other people that you have no business meeting in the first place, or going to places you have no business going to in the first place. But then if you are a social butterfly and you love going out and you love meeting new people, you need to be able to strike a balance. I have learned from my mistakes, I have learned my lesson, and that is why, that is the main reason for this channel, for me to not allow other first years or other people that are in varsity to make the mistakes that I made. Let us talk about it. Also, another thing that I feel like I need to mention, all of these things are my experiences, and what I experience is not necessarily what someone else will experience, but I'm just telling you from what I went through and what I saw and what I would like to warn other people against, and what I would not like to see other people do, So I feel like the biggest thing in varsity, and for you to be able to graduate in record time, and for you to like get your ducks in a row, you need to be able to manage your time. You might be on campus from 7 until, let's say, 3. You're on campus attending back-to-back classes. You're only gonna come back to your room late, probably maybe 4, right? You're gonna come back at 4. You need to be able to now manage your time from 4 until you wake up the next day. Whether you're going to cook, whether you're going to see your friend, whether you're going to see your boyfriend, whether you are going to study, whether you are going to plan your lessons, or whether you're going to go over your notes for the next day, there needs to be a plan. And a plan is important because with a plan, you are able to structure your next day and the next and the next. In that way, you are able to avoid procrastination. I used to have a teacher in high school who used to always say that humans are creatures of habit. I don't know if I'm saying this correctly. I stand to be corrected. So the more that you do something is the more that you get used to doing it on a daily basis. It becomes your daily life. And she used to always tell us that it takes so many days. I don't know the exact figure, but she used to tell us that it takes a certain number of days for humans to adjust to a certain activity and to make it part of their daily lives. I feel like that is very important in university, and I did not do that, and I'm gonna need you to do that, because it just makes your life so much more easier when you know that at such a time I do this. You know how in high school we had like a structure for every day. You ate at a certain time, you went to certain classes at a certain time for a certain amount of minutes. You need to adapt the same thing into varsity. It's very easy for the illusion of freedom and the illusion of time to get into your brain and to just mess everything up, where you're gonna think, I'm gonna do it tomorrow, I'm gonna do it later on, I'm gonna do my laundry later on. You see, it's things like that are gonna make you fall back, and then they will cause you to procrastinate, and then they'll cause you to miss your classes. So there needs to be a balance. So we have gotten the academics out of the way, how to balance all of that. And also, I mentioned in the previous video that you need to have a community. You need to have people that maybe you do the same course with, or a certain module with, where you can always have like conversations about that, and those people can like pick your brain, or they can help you remember whether you have a class tomorrow, or you have an assignment, or a quiz. This semester I had a quiz every Thursday, and it would open at 8 and close at 6. Sometimes I would remember at 4 that I have a quiz. So it's very important. Keep a diary, or on your phone somewhere. Write everything, so those things can remind you. Maybe you're like, I don't need that, but for someone who has a bad memory like me, I would suggest that you do that. Okay, so community, attend your classes, don't procrastinate. And procrastination does not always mean that you're procrastinating with your schoolwork. You can procrastinate with cooking. You'll be like, I'll cook tomorrow. Today, let me just order pizza. I'll cook tomorrow. Today, let me eat ikota. You know, it's things like that. Laundry. You'll procrastinate by doing your laundry. You'll be like, I'll do my laundry at 4. When you get to the laundry room, it is packed. Every machine is full. And university students have this thing, well, some of them, let me not generalize, some of them have this thing of leaving their clothes in the washing machine for hours. They won't put it out to dry, they won't put it out on the line. You have to text on the group chat, if you guys have a group chat, and that person won't even open your message. You will stand and wait for them.
A few moments later, a few inches later, 2 hours later, 1 eternity later.
Oh, university. I told you guys that you need a tough skin before you go to university, because no. And then with your social life, I think I only started getting social or having a social life when I was in second year, and that was when me and my friends stayed in one unit. It was called Unit 10. I stayed with all of my girls. Me and my friend, my closest friend, her and I used to stay opposite one another. So second year, her and I used to stay opposite one another's room. Whatever she needs, I'm there. Whatever I need, she's there. We had this thing where we would chill as a unit. When we were cooking, we were all cooking in the kitchen. We're spending hours in the kitchen, laughing, talking. We would plan outings together. We would plan dates and go on things together. It's very important for you to, I don't want to say let loose, but let loose. Have fun, have fun. If you are a person that likes the nightlife,
even you know where the danger is. You know where the danger is.
Go. Be safe though. Do it with a lot of caution. I wouldn't advise for anyone to take part in that, but to each their own. But if you're into that, go for it. If you're into like dates, you can also go into that. You can look for cute spots that go with your aesthetic and what you like. So if you're a person that likes fine dining, you can look for restaurants that give you fine dining. If you're a person that likes picnics, you can look for picnic spots and you can go there with your girls, or you can go alone. If you don't have friends, you can go like on solo dates. Whatever it is that you like, make sure that outside of academics you have a personality. That is just my advice. I'm not saying do it, but I'm saying it would be nice for you to have a personality. Okay, so yeah, just balance everything out to make everything work together. Make everything amalgamate. Does that make sense? Does it? But ABSA does stand for Amalgamated Banks of South Africa. I feel like I'm pronouncing it wrong. Please tell me, am I saying it right or am I saying it wrong? But either way, I just wanted to be fancy. So just make it work, man. Make it work. Have fun. Study hard. Play harder. Okay? Make the two work. A quick recap on today's episode, which I absolutely loved. While I was talking about like my first year experience with the girls, I got to like reminisce and actually realize just how much fun we had together. Oh, we had so much time. Girlhood, when you guys are just like this and you pray together. We would even pray together. We'd pray together. We would chill together, eat together, cook together. It used to be so much fun. But I'd just like to give a recap of what we've spoken about on today's episode. We spoke about the importance of time management in university and how to avoid procrastination. We also spoke about how to manage and to balance your social life and your academic life, and how to make the two work hand in hand with one another. I really loved talking to you guys today. I would really love if you guys could comment, or if you want to give a comment on something that you would like the first year version of yourself to know about balancing academics and a social life, and how to avoid procrastination and time management. You are more than welcome to leave that in the comment section. You are more than welcome to leave in the comment section what you think about my delivery, my content, how I speak. Do I speak too fast, too slow? You are more than welcome to tell me all of that. I am new in this, and I would really love to hear what you guys have got to say from observation. So this brings us to the end of today's video. If you have not subscribed yet, please do me the honors of subscribing. Also, please ring your notification bell, so whenever that I post a new video, you are the first to get to know about it. Please leave any comments in the comment section, like and share the link. I would really appreciate that. And to wrap it all off, may the Lord make his face shine upon you all the days of your life. I love you. Mwah. Bye-bye.